Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Wide with Declan. As always, we will discuss NASCAR-related topics, so let's get right into it. Our first topic is Connor Zilisch to run 2 more races in the Trackhouse Racing number 87. Connor Zilisch, perhaps the hottest prospect in all of the NASCAR lower series right now, currently drives the 88 for Junior Motorsports in the Xfinity Series. And this year he signed as a Trackhouse development driver, and he's ran so far 2 Cup races in the Trackhouse Racing number 87. Those being COTA, where he crashed out, finished 37th, and the Charlotte Coke 600, where he finished a respectable 23rd. And he's been signed on for 2 more races: Atlanta on June 28th, Atlanta on Saturday, June 28th, and Watkins Glen on Sunday, August 10th. I think Connor Zilisch will do good in these races now that he's starting to get to learn the Cup cars. He's one of the hottest prospects. I do have him moving to the Cup Series full-time. I don't know if he's fully ready for it, though, but I think Trackhouse will hook onto him and will continue his development and move him up to the Cup Series sooner rather than later. And our second topic, the big news story of today and for the week: NASCAR wins the appeal against 2311 in Front Row. So there's a chance that 2311 in Front Row could have their charters taken away mid-season. So NASCAR filed for an appeal early. NASCAR appealed the decision for the court to side with 2311 in Front Row, and just today it was announced that NASCAR has won that appeal and that they could take away 2311 and Front Row Motorsports' charters mid-season. I think a lot of people think this isn't good, and I think it's not good to have a team that disagrees with you just take away their charters. I think they should be able to run as charter teams for at least till the end of this year. I think it would be weird and messed up to change their charter status mid-year and confuse everybody and put when they're going to be in races and when they're not, when they're guaranteed in races and when they're not. I think they're at least going to keep their charter. They're going to let them keep their charters till at least the end of this year and probably onward. I think people are going to think this is a bad decision and make NASCAR switch it back. But who knows? NASCAR is known to doing some things that NASCAR is known to always do things that upset the fans. From what I remember, the only time NASCAR's ever listened to the fans in the last couple of years, in this past year, is bringing Homestead Miami back as the finale race in 2026. And so, big news story of the week: 2311 and Front Row could have their charters taken away mid-season. And our third topic is Ram is in the trucks. Ram could be in the Truck Series. And about last week, Cletus, a well-known YouTuber and a guy who's made a couple ARCA starts this year, Garrett McFarland Mitchell, who is well known on YouTube, has made a couple starts in the ARCA Series this year. Is trying to lure Ram into the Truck Series. And just today at a Ram convention, it was leaked. The Ram Truck Series body was leaked. So this could mean officially Ram coming in. And Cletus said he would start a team and race with Ram if they came in. All right, and it's Cletus McFarland we're talking here. So I'm expecting the team to be called something like Real American Racing, or Red, White, and Blue Racing, and something like that. So Ram has their truck body leaked. And speaking of the Truck Series, they make their return to Michigan this weekend after a 4-year hiatus, and that segues perfectly into our weekend prediction. And as a quick side note, before we get into the actual predictions, for the fifth year in a row, I'm attending the Michigan Firekeepers 400 this weekend. I will be there. So if any of you are going to be there, please let me know. I'll make sure to stop by and say hi to you. If I see you, I saw a fan of mine at the Daytona 500 during the rain delay. So if you're going to Michigan this weekend, please give me a heads up, and I'll try and stop by and say hi to you. All right. And so that our prediction, the winner last year, Tyler Reddick, is one to make. He just had a bounce back race at Nashville where he finished a solid ninth. But my winner prediction for this week at Michigan International Speedway is Kyle Larson. I think Kyle Larson has got the speed. He's never won at this track in the next gen car. This was his best track. This was without a doubt his best track back when he drove for Chip Ganassi, and back when he was known as 2 Mile Kyle. He won at Fontana in 2022. That's his only win in the next gen car at 2 mile tracks. He's never won here in this car, but I think that will change this weekend. And that does it for and some long shots you could look out for. Brad Keselowski, I'm calling him a long shot this week because he's obviously not had the year he wanted up to this point. But I think he will do good in his home state. And another Michigander in Carson Hocevar finished second at Nashville last week, so he could expect him to do big things this weekend. And that does it for this week on 4 Wide with Declan. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and bye for now.